Are you looking? Are you looking for transgender and or non-binary musicians? I got you. I know it can be really hard to find them, and it's really important for non-binary and or trans people to find representation in music. So that's why I made this video. Keep watching to find some musicians. Surgery gave me freedom. I will make this a series and cover multiple genres. Today we're focusing on the genre alternative, punk, rock, stuff like that. Against Me, I think many people know this band. The singer is a trans woman. She came out like a few years ago and her name is Laura Jane Grace. My favorite song of the band would be Transgender Dysphoria Blues. Well, maybe because it's definitely about being trans, but also because I think it's one of their best songs. The genre is punk rock. Another band I would really recommend is She/Her/Hers. My favorite song by them is Kill the Boy Band. It's just a very ironic title, and I think it is very catchy and the instrumentals are really nice. I like the arrangements. The genre is folk punk, but then again I have to say that I just looked up on Google like in which box these bands would be put, so I'm not always sure if the band themselves would pick that genre to describe themselves, but yeah, that's the genre that was written. Another band is Crawlers. The singer is called Holly Minto. My favorite song by them is, I know it's very stereotypical, but it's called Come Over Again. Why? Because I just think it's still their best song, to be honest. Like many people, and definitely many queer people, I found them through TikTok, and this was, I think, their first song that actually really blew up. The song has such a great vibe. It's like pretty dark, very well written, like it has a lot of turns that I think are very well built up. And the song actually reminds me of Zombie by the Cranberries, like the vibe of that. I think that is a good way to say that's a really great song. Their genre, I would say it's rock, alternative. I think this band is really great and they're also very good at promoting themselves through TikTok. I think TikTok really was their way to gain a big audience. Lots of trans people especially used their song Come Over Again for videos about being trans, coming out, transitioning, stuff like that. Because one line that they really used to promote that song was, "Take your name out of your mouth, you don't deserve to mourn." And many trans people related to that because, you know, it seems to be about misgendering and people not using the correct name for you, people using your dead name, and that's why it really grew massively. Another band is called Worriers, and the song that I like the most by them is They, Them, Theirs. It's a song about gender stereotypes in the society and about being non-binary and not fitting the mold. It's just a very catchy song in general, and I also like that it's about being non-binary. Genre, I would also say rock, maybe punk. The fifth and the last one that I want to mention in this episode is Girlpool. I think it's pretty ironic that Girlpool does not consist of only girls anymore. They used to be, but then one of the singer/guitarists came out as a trans man. Avery came out as a trans man in 2017, and it's just funny to me that they're still called Girlpool while they're actually not both girls anymore. Also, I actually played with this band a few years ago in Trix in Antwerp, and I was like their opening act together with Alex G. So it's really great to see as a trans person and myself that, well, one of those members actually was also trans, but at that time we both weren't out yet and maybe didn't even realize it yet. So yeah, that's just a little something I wanted to tell you because I think it's really nice to know. Yeah. My favorite song by Girlpool is called Chinatown. Why? I just think it's a really calm vibe that it gives. I like their voices. They are really in the front of the mix, and I like that atmosphere that they created with that song. It's their most raw sound that they can have. You cannot really put their songs into one specific genre. They play alternative indie, bedroom pop, folk punk, So I think just that song is like the vibe that I like the most. I also played it a lot when I was in China. It's called Chinatown, so I really related to that when I was in China. Yeah, so those were 5 alternative trans and or non-binary musicians. If you want to find more trans non-binary musicians, then I really would advise you to keep watching my other episodes that will be coming up. I'm really excited to do this little series because I'm really into music. I'm a musician myself and I just like talking about this stuff. And I also found it really difficult to find music by trans artists when I was searching a few years ago. Now there's already way more than then, but even now it's really a big search that you have to do to find them. And you also don't always like every genre that you find, so that's why I want to split it into different genres so everyone can find what they like. Okay, bye. Thank you for watching. Can occupy space in my body. Surgery gave me freedom.